Mike Gallagher.
I've been telling you a lot about Americans for a Balanced Budget when I knew that I'd have the opportunity to talk to a seasoned pollster, the CEO of McLaughlin and Associates, a guy with decades of experience in political polling. You see him on Fox News, CNN. That's right, he does both because he's that good. John McLaughlin joins us here on the Mike Gallagher Show. John, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. How are you?
It's a pleasure to see you again, Mike. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you. You bet. Welcome back. You know, I've been talking about this campaign with Americans for a Balanced Budget, and I've shared that your polling shows that over 70% of Trump supporters favor preserving the health care tax credits. Can you share with us why you think that resonates so strongly, even in, traditionally conservative areas that typically oppose government spending, or even with the president's own base?
Because it's a tax credit. You're seeing stories and hearing reports coming out of Washington right now about Congress negotiating to wipe out these health care tax credits, because these are not handouts. This is basically a tax credit to help working people whose employers don't give them health insurance. They might be working 2-3 jobs, but they don't have health insurance, and they get, under the exchanges, they get a health care tax credit to help them pay for, if they qualify, if they have need to qualify to buy their own health insurance. But in Washington, the crazy language is that they call it a subsidy. And when we asked about and you know what it is? I mean, it's an attempt by Washington to just bleed working Americans, to bleed working class Americans. If you take away those healthcare tax credits, what happens to the working class people that have it? Well, you have to go on Medicaid. So, they'll have to be, Washington, Congress, they didn't want to even the Democrats didn't want to take illegal immigrants off Medicaid. So you'd have to go on Medicaid, and then we'd have to, provide that type of expense. But when we asked about people, if they support these healthcare tax credits, 86-8, all voters did. This was on June 19th. We were the first pollsters that did this. And then Republicans, they supported 84-9. Trump voters, 82-10. It's common sense. If somebody can't afford health care and they want to work and they want to pay for it themselves, if health care is kind of expensive for a lot of people, if they need help paying it, the government has been giving them health care tax credits, not subsidies, not handouts, not a welfare check. And as they earn more money, they need less of a tax credit. But this is crazy. Only Washington where they want to take something away from working class people. And these are the voters that elected Donald Trump. We turned the Republican Party into a party of working class voters instead of country club Republicans. And here they are in Washington wanting to take away the health care of these working class Americans.
So, John, based on your own polling, how would you advise Republicans? Look, we're facing a high-stakes election in 2026. You have a lot of Republicans who campaigned on lowering health care costs. What words of wisdom would you have for those Republican candidates as to how to navigate this kind of sticky, complicated issue?
This is so easy because tomorrow we'll release a national poll of 1,000 likely voters where the generic ballot favors the Republicans 47-41. Because we voted for the Trump tax cuts. We voted for the Trump tax cuts. The Democrats wanted a tax increase. And now you've got, they're negotiating in Washington. No brainer. 77% of all voters are more likely to vote for a senator or congressman who votes to preserve these tax credits. 74% are less likely to vote for a candidate who votes against preserving these tax credits. This is one where we steal one from the Democrats. So Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, their goal is not to give us anything. They're just ruthless. They don't care how many people they hurt. They don't care. They want government to get bigger. They want Donald Trump to be gone. They want to be able to start the impeachments. I mean, this is ridiculous. We have to vote for this because it's a healthcare tax credit for working class voters. It's so easy. This is, like my friend who worked for Donald Trump with us years ago, but he passed away, was Pat Goodell. And Pat had a saying that Democrats are the crooked party and Republicans are the stupid party. We don't need to be the stupid party. We need to pass these, get this done, get it off the table, put it in our budget, keep healthcare tax credits. We love We love tax cuts.
I appeared with Pat on Fox News before. Great guy. Let me just close with this. Let's not bury the lead. You're one of the most respected pollsters in America. Give us a scoop. You gave us a scoop, I think, here on the Mike Gallagher show. So tomorrow you're releasing a poll. We've only got about 30 seconds left here, but 47 to 41% Republicans are ahead in 2026.
Right, on the generic ballot for Congress, but we're not over 50, and a lot of that undecided will go back to the Democrats. So we need to keep setting the agenda and watch the Democrats collapse, because their future, Zora and Mandami.
There you go. Yeah, that's what it breaks my heart for New York, but it gives me hope for the country, because if the country sees New York electing that guy, that's pretty good for Republicans. John, thank you. Keep fighting the good fight. Go to StopHealthCostHikes.com. Tell Congress to make sure you extend these vital tax credits. StopHealthCostHikes.com. StopHealthCostHikes.com. A great initiative from our friends at Americans for a Balanced Budget. Stick around. There's a lot more coming up.